And we're back with another Blox video. Today we're gonna be going from level 1 to 700 as Kaido. We're gonna be using Dragon Fruit only, and we're gonna use it to go all the way to 2nd C in this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. First up is the Bandits quest. This quest is easy, like you all probably know. Just lure 5 of these dudes and hit them a few times. This first quest is gonna give us an idea of how annoying the Dragon Fruit is to grind with though, because our first attack knocks all the enemies really far away from us. But don't worry, there is a way around this, kind of, because you can shoot your heat wave beam in a specific spot to knock them where you want them to go, like I do here in a few seconds. And now all you have to do is do this twice more until you're level 10, and then we can move on to our next grinding spot. Now, I've made probably like 8 different accounts to grind, and the best way that I've found to do it is to head to the Fountain City next. This is because these enemies here give you so many levels, and it's much better for grinding than if you were to just go to the jungle like you're supposed to. Your grinding can get extremely fast if you have another friend who's high level, or if you have another account on a different browser, who can get the enemies here low, and then you can just get the last hit. Now, I'm just going to do this till we have 75 mastery so that I can actually use my Dragon Flight ability. You could stay here for a very long time, but I'm just going to stay here till I get my Dragon Flight ability. And now we're going to head to the Pirate Village. Now over here we're going to defeat Buggy until we hit level 70. You should stay here until 75, but I got bored so I left early, my bad. To defeat him, it's easy. Just keep hitting him and keep your distance, and keep on shooting him. That's literally it. Now we're level 70 and it's time for the Desert Island. Over here, as you can see while I'm getting beat up, I realized that I need to be level 75 for the Desert Officer quest, so I had to defeat these bandits for 5 levels. Now that we're done with that, we have the Desert Officer's quest. Just lure 4 of them, kill them, and then lure 2 more to complete the quest. As you can see, we're going to do this until we hit level 90. Now that we're level 90, we're going to hit up the Frozen Village. First thing to do here is to get the Sky Jump, Teleport, and Armament Hockey from Rayleigh in this cave. After that, we're going to be defeating the Snow Bandits for 10 levels until we're level 100. This is a decent quest because you can lure 5 enemies at a time, which will help you also get some decent mastery. Once we're done with that, defeat the snowmen for 5 levels so we get level 105. I don't know why they only make you defeat them for 5 levels, but I'm not complaining, because this next boss is where the grinding starts getting extremely fast. These early bosses in the game give you unholy amounts of XP. If you pair it with the free double XP codes that you get from the game, it's just insane. To defeat the Yeti, all you need to do is lure him to the edge here, or shoot him off like I did accidentally, and keep hitting him. Don't get too close though, because he can attack you if you do. One thing to note, I'll use double XP codes in this video, but only the free ones that everyone gets. There's 15 codes right now, which means I'll be using 5 in each sea, and I'll use the first one right now. I mean, just look at how many levels I can get with one quest, it's insane, bro. One more huge tip for the double XP codes, if you have a friend that is max level, join a game, and get the boss low, join his server and get the last few hits. Then right after you do that, leave the server, and do that until the double XP runs out. Now we're going to defeat him until level 130, and then head to the next island. We're going to be doing this quick too, because my double XP is still active, and I gotta make the most out of it, because like I said, I only get 5 in this sea. Okay, now we'll head to the next island, and that's the Marine Fortress. In this island, we only need to defeat 1 enemy, and that's the Vice Admiral. He's using Zoro's 3-sword style for some reason, I could not tell you why. Defeating him is pretty easy. Either keep your distance or shoot him through the walls and dodge his attacks every few seconds like I do here. Not there. Ignore that. This guy has a chance to drop a sick coat with the Whitebeard logo on the back, and it has a 10% chance of dropping. I didn't even notice that I got it here, but I finally noticed and then put it on. This coat will give you 10% more damage on all your fighting styles, which doesn't really help us here because we're using Dragon Fruit only, but it also gives you 200 energy, which really helps us, considering 200 energy is a lot this early in the game. After this, just keep defeating him and server hopping until you're level 220. If you get bored though, you can leave here at 210 like I do. Alright, now we're going to be hitting up the next island, which is the Prison of Impel Down. Talk to this quest giver over here and get the first quest. We're not doing the second quest because those are really annoying enemies and they're really hard to grind. Lure 4 of the prisoners, and then use your heat wave beam to smack them against the wall. You're going to do this quest until level 220, and now we're on to one of the best grinding spots in the whole game. This area has 3 mini bosses, and each one of them gives you tons of XP. They're really easy to defeat too, which makes it even better. There's nothing special about these first two enemies, just don't get close enough so that they can hit you. Server hop the Warden for 10 levels, and now at level 230, you can defeat the Chief Warden, who is just as easy to defeat. Right before I start defeating the Chief Warden, I decide to use my second double XP right here, because we're going to be in this grinding spot for a while. Defeat the Warden and Chief Warden for another 10 levels, and now you can see how good this grinding spot really is. Because now we're level 240 and we can just start defeating Doflamingo as well. To defeat Doflamingo, we're just going to shoot him through the wall over and over again, and that's literally all there is to it. Now we're going to server hop to defeat all 3 enemies until we hit level 350. Before that though, we got Doflamingo's coat, which is just way too drippy for me not to wear. Come on bro, I mean just look at it.
Did you see this coat?
This gives you 200 extra health and 10% more damage with your gun, although the gun damage doesn't really help us because we don't have a gun, and we're using dragon only. Having that extra health is always good though, so we're going to keep it on. Now we're going to defeat a few more and head on to the next island. Before doing that though, we're going to unlock Observation Hockey real quick. To get Observation Hockey, you need to be level 300 plus, and you gotta kill Shanks before you can buy it. So first step, go to Jungle and press these 5 buttons. After pressing all 5 of them, it'll unlock this secret passage. In this passage, you'll find a torch. Take the torch and head to the desert island, and use the torch to enter this doorway in this house, and get this cup. With the cup, you go to the frozen village. In that cave that we saw Rayleigh earlier, go in that cave, get some nice tasty cave water and bring it up to this homeless man up there. He then thanks you and tells you to go to his son who's in the pirate village, and then his son tells you to kill the mob boss. Kill the mob boss, go back to his son, and then head back to the jungle with the relic. Finally, bro. And now you can kill Shanks. That was a lot of stuff, bro, but it is worth it, because he'll give you the saber, which is an amazing sword. After we kill Shanks, we now have to literally fly to the highest island in the whole map. Here's where we find God Usopp, and he'll let us have Observation Hockey. It's pretty expensive, but it's definitely worth it. So boom, 750k, and now we can actually go back to grinding, finally. Our next grinding location is the Volcano Island. We only have one enemy to defeat here, the Magma Admiral. And this is where we're going to use our third double XP code. Just look at those levels, dude. That's how nice, 5 levels. This is also going to be where we get our third move, finally. Another move, the Dragonic Claw. This move looks sick and it does a ton of damage too, just like all the dragon moves, but still. We were gonna stay here until level 425, but our double XP hasn't run out yet, so we'll stay until it does. Now we're at level 435, we can go to the next island, which is Fishman Island. Here's the stats right now if you're wondering. We got 101 melee, 121 defense, and 1083 Blox fruits. Alright, let's head to Fishman Island. Now at Fishman Island, we can defeat the Fishman Lord, who is the fraud Hody Jones in the real One Piece. To defeat him, you can use your Heat Wave Beam to go through walls like I'm about to do, or just dodge his tridents and keep attacking him. Now here's where we're going to use our 4th double XP code. I actually forgot to use it literally like 3 or 4 times in a row, my bad. But we finally remembered, and now we can grind here and server hop this boss until we hit level 500, or until we run out of double XP again. On Fishman Island, we were able to hit level 516 before our double XP ran out. Good stuff. Next grinding area, which is actually our second to last one, is the upper yard of the Skylands. First enemy up here is going to be Wiper, who is the goat in the real One Piece show. That dude is so cool, so I kind of feel bad for killing him over and over here. To defeat him, just keep moving side to side and you'll be able to dodge all of his attacks, because they're really slow. Just wait for him to shoot, use your Dragon Claw and Heat Wave Beam. Easy. Here's also where we're going to use our 5th and final double XP code. And I kind of messed it up here. I accidentally activated the code without even getting the quest. Yeah, I am not smart. Anyways, we're going to grind this quest for a while until level 575. But even once we get level 575, we're still going to do this quest because the second boss, the Thunder God Enel, is also nearby. So we can just easily do both and get more XP that way. To defeat Enel, it's the same as Wiper, just move side to side to dodge his attacks again. And don't get too close to him, because if you do that, then you'll make him use this Thunderclad move, and we don't want that. Because these two give such amazing XP, we're going to keep defeating them until we're level 675. And after that, we're on to the final grinding area, the Fountain City, Water 7. After we pull up to Water 7, we only have one more enemy to defeat, and that's Cyborg Frankie. He's probably the most difficult enemy to defeat in First Sea, but that's mainly because he's very tanky and has a lot of health. He also has one move that does a ton of damage, but to dodge it, literally all you have to do is keep walking side to side. Easy way to kill him is to just jump on top of this house, wait for him to attack you, and use your heat wave beam. Do this over and over again, and you can easily defeat him. We're gonna do this for 25 levels until we finally reach level 700, and now we're so close to going to Second Sea. All that's left to do is talk to the detective at the prison, and he'll give us a key which allows us to enter this doorway in the cave at the Frozen Village. Here's where we find the final boss of the First Sea, Aokiji the Ice Admiral. To defeat him, we're just going to use both of our moves and then fly around the room so he can't hit us with his ice. Repeat this and we can defeat him easily. Now all we gotta do is skip through this text and talk to the detective again, who tells us that there's a captain waiting for us at Middletown and he'll bring us to the Second Sea. Now there's only one more thing to do, and that's something you might not expect, but we gotta do this, because we are the dragon fruit. We're gonna change the color of our dragon wings, and then eventually once we get our transformation too. If you didn't know what these rings were for at the Skylands, this is what lets dragon users change the color of their transformation, and a new color unlocks every 100 mastery. All the colors look sick. The red especially looks cool with the Kaido avatar, but we're gonna get the classic blue wings because that's the color of Kaido, and we are in fact Kaido, believe it or not. Now the only thing left to do is walk to the captain in Middletown, and we're off to the Second Sea. If you want to see me go from Second to Third Sea, make sure to let me know in the comments. Also, let me know which other fruits you want to see me do a level 1 to 700 video with. Thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for that YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in the next video.